It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and day 3/wrap in Vista, California in our courtyard project. This area that we addressed is in front of the casita, and it's only about a foot wide, as you can see, so it's kind of challenging. We have the house footings to deal with. We have these windows and this driveway that we don't want to obstruct. So I needed to make plant choices that were going to stay fairly compact. And I nailed it. We have, all of my standard subjects here. We've got the Crassula argentea sunset, that bright yellow jade, some cotyledon longfingers, and some Thrussiflora, Kalanchoe paddle plant, Shrek ears, some Echeveria Sahara. We've got Echeveria harmsii, the plush plant, and some blue elf, some Crosby's compact, Aeonium Zwartkopf. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and some Rubra. So it's just repeat, repeat, repeat. And Terry helped me with this. Look at that Echeveria agavoides. So beautiful. They're so big. And Echeveria agavoides is a really, really tough plant. I have planted it successfully inland, coastal, shade, sun, part shade. Just a really terrific plant if you're looking for something showy that'll last a minute. Okay, moving on into the courtyard. This is a great time of day. It's probably, any thoughts, Hannah, on the time? 2:30, yeah. So you can kind of see it's winter almost. It's December 8th or 9th today, and you can see a little sun. Check out this hanging piece. This was here, but it needed rehabbed, and Terry did a magnificent job using the plants that were here and then also adding some new things, and it is just spectacular. We have more Aeonium Zwartkopf and Echeveria Sahara. Look at the pup on this Sahara. This would be a good time to remove the pup when it's about this size if you want to. Now, you don't have to remove pups. I like the idea of mom just throwing off pups and creating this beautiful stand. But if you want one-offs, no problem. So here's the kitchen window. The client's going to be looking out this way from the kitchen window. So we wanted to do something dramatic. It wasn't easy because of how narrow this bed was, but bromeliads saved the day. So we have a combo of bromeliads and aloes in here. We have Cameronii and a glauca and some blue elf. These also so tough. So whether it gets a lot of sun or it doesn't, gets a lot of water, it doesn't, will tolerate temperatures down into the 30s and 40s. Check out the blooms that are coming on this glauca. Just spectacular. This area is quite deeply shaded in the wintertime. So, I'm feeling really confident with my choices. We've got the Mangave Jaguar that does really well in the shade. It may drop some of its spots, but that's okay. It's still a magnificent plant. And the Kalanchoe orgialis, or copper spoons. Curious to see how that guy does here. Euphorbia antisyphilitica. And then I also pulled in some little Dudleyias. This was a new plant at Waterwise, and I love the contrast and compare here with the bromeliad and the antisyphilitica. As always, I took little pieces of jade. This is Crassula ovata, and I just stuck them in where I needed something, but I didn't really have enough room for a whole plant. So I took 5-gallon cans and cut them up. We've already talked about this full shade pot and how I brought in the Euphorbia lambii. And I don't know how it's going to do, but I'm really, really hoping that it does well. And if it doesn't, I'll pop something else in here. But the Mangave, string of pearls, bromeliad, purple Tradescantia, I think this is going to be a winning combo in this shady corner. The trigona we talked about, this is going to get quite large in time. I want it to, because the client pointed out that visually this is a very heavier side of the home, and this is a lighter side. She signed off on the vertical. So we are going to do a 6-foot by 2-foot vertical right here. It's going to be stunning, and it will definitely counterbalance against this heavier wall. I had so much fun with these black pots. I've never used black pots before, have I? This is a first. So I'm thrilled with how they turned out. I top dressed with some reflective black fire glass. Remember how I always tell you to anchor your pots? So I pulled in some Creva, sprinkled it with fire glass, and now we just have this gorgeous, gorgeous area. This is such a kind of tropical / undersea look. I brought in Sansevieria, which you don't see me use that often. These will need managed over time, but they're a great shade complement to succulents. As I turn the corner here, you see how we finished it all off. Higher in the middle and then down low, low, low. Our Aloe Cameronii, we always throw these in as cuttings too. They just do really, really well and aren't really subjected to rot. We pulled in a lot of rubble from the property. So a lot of the littler rocks that you see are stuff that we just harvested from around the yard. Remember, if you get stuck in when you're doing your arrangements, chances are good that you might need a rock to break it up. So if you're losing your way, grab a little rock. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your grand reveal in Vista and your succulent tip of the day.